Fontecchio, 41. The 7 of Brandon Merworth. Colby Gallipo, 83. 6 is Jason Hall. And 2 is Dennis Zeck. And we're ready for green flag. The green is out. Race fans, this is RJ at the Speedway. Let's go racing. Out of turn 4, here comes Bud Martini, going to lead him to the green at the end of that first lap. Martini out front, 41. The flying Italian Gino Fontecchio. They're almost 3 wide out of turn 2, but now 2 wide. It's Hall in 6 and Merworth in 7. But here comes Dennis Zeck. All of these moving on to the main event. The first out of 3 in the Midwest Modifieds is clearly Bud Martini in 42. He just set the fast time of the night as he reels it on past. 41, Gino Fontecchio. The 6 car of Jason Hall sits in 3rd. Dennis Zeck moving forward in car number 2. He started 6th. He's in 4th. It's Brandon Merworth in 7. We're looking for halfway. We got the flags crossed, yellow and green, with 4 down. Bud Martini. Colby Gallipo in 83 brings up the 6th spot. Dennis Zeck charging down the back straightaway, almost side by side with Jason Hall. They work into corner number 3, going after that 3rd spot as Martini continues to lead. Bud's got a full straightaway advantage at least over the flying Italian Gino Fontecchio. He started 2nd. He's been 2nd ever since. Flying green is out. 2 more times to go, and that'll be it in heat number 1. Best battle on the track right now between Dennis Zeck in 2 and the 6 of Jason Hall. They're going for 3rd and 4th. White flag up. 1 more time to go. Bud Martini on the last quarter of a mile here tonight at Princeton in our first heat races in the Midwest Modifieds. The first out of 3. Here comes your winner from the pole, Bud Martini. Gino Fontecchio finishes 2nd, 3rd. Place finish for Dennis Zeck in 2, and rounding out the top. Rice in 7D1. Travis Taylor from Ramsey in 15 chooses to start at the back. So moving up on the outside, Kyle Waking in 12W. Green is out as they switch, going left and right down the back straightaway. It's Waking in 12W, but here comes Shane Zabrowski. He started inside the final row. He's going to bid for the race lead. Right at the stand, they're side by side. Kyle Waking's got him by just a little bit, but not much, and that's not the case now as Zabrowski puts the sails up in 7A and works his way out to the race lead. 8 laps in distance as we turned him loose. Zabrowski 7A started in the final row, wasted no time working his way up. 12W, Kyle Waking, almost a full straightaway. The deficit as the laps go by. We're not even at the halfway markers yet, but it's Zabrowski and Waking running 1-2. Flying Ryan Putnam, 46 are in that 3 spot, 71 of Mike Kittredge. Now we're halfway. At the halfway point, it's all Shane Zabrowski in 7A. You saw the blue and yellow flag come out to Travis Taylor, letting him know the leaders are coming. He needs to hold the line. And the line he chose to hold was headed to the pits right off the north side of the track. Travis Taylor is out. He'll have a chance to come back during the feature events as all of these will move on, including the 7A of Shane Zabrowski. He takes the flying green. That means 2 more times left to go. Zabrowski a full straightaway plus out front of the 12W. Kyle Waking, they take the white flag. Kittredge coming off the detour from the back straightaway, doing everything he can, and he takes a retainer tire out in turn 3. Gets back on the binders, backs up, hits reverse, headed to the checkers. It's Zabrowski in 7A. 12W, Kyle Waking finishes in the 2 spot. 46 are flying. Ryan Putnam flies his way to a top 3 and behind. 17 is Ashley Merworth as the laps go by. 71B David Sirks is next, but here comes Alan Bowman in the 22 car. Going to try to make a move on the base of turn number 2. He's side by side. They set the drag race down the back straightaway. 43 Matuska is next. Crossed flags, you see it, yellow and green. It's Danny Vang at the halfway markers. Vang about 8 car lengths in front of Merworth. A full straightaway back to Alan Bowman in 22, who runs third. Fourth taken over by Kyle Matuska in the 43 car as he runs fourth. Fifth is Sirks in 71B. Then comes Megan Schmidt in 92. Danny Vang rolling around this racetrack. He takes the flying green. 2 more laps to go. The final 2 laps in our final heat race this evening, the third to be exact for the Midwest Modifieds. It's Danny Vang, 47, your leader to take the white with 1 to go. Ashley Merworth, 17, as they stretch out from the rest of the field. On the final lap, Danny Vang with a sizable lead looks good enough to bring him to the checkered flag, but we'll find out as he exits turn number 4, the 47 car. On a brainer, Danny Vang, your winner. 17, Ashley Merworth runs in the runner-up spot. 43, Kyle Matuska in the top 3, and Alan Bowman.
You don't hear, but anyhow, it's funny. All right. Mr. Riedemann looking him over says, well, folks, why not? Let's do it. Look at the number 81. Watch out. The old squeeze going on in the backstretch. Heading. Whoa! She heads right across the pits, right back out trackside. Misses the flagman, says, no. Sort of starting to wonder. Starting over. There we go. Again, the Petersons up in the first row. The one on the inside, the blue, white, and red, number 44. That should be Chris. Russell back in second as they come out of the fourth corner. Now in third at the flag stand, the number 70 car. That's Brad Schmidt out of Elk River. He has moved up into that second position already. Not quite side by side at the flag stand, but still putting on a good race for us here in the front. Down on the inside, the number 70 car trying to make a play on the 44 of Chris Peterson. They're going down the backstretch. They are side by side in the corner. Peterson, let's see what happens at the flag stand. It's Chris Peterson in the 44 in the lead. But I'll tell you what, the number 70, X to be exact, Brad Schmidt out of Elk River, he's given him some competition in heat number 1 for the Wissota Street Stocks. And at the flag stand this time, we do have a new leader in the number 70. Brad, of course, started 3 rows back on the outside by having 1 car leave the track and 1 car put to the back. That obviously helped him out a little bit, but still working his way up around Chris Peterson in the number 44. He had to work hard at that, but he made it. So right now, again, it's the number 70 in the lead, Brad Schmidt. Back in second place, the 44, Chris Peterson. In third place, the 44 of Russell Peterson. And in fourth place, the number 81. Oh, the 70X. Yeah, right, Brad Schmidt. Yep. White flag is down. 1 more lap to go. All right, checkered is down, folks. Brad Schmidt with the win in the 70X. Expecting you to, do anything about who's going to win, but sort of fun trying to figure out who's going to do it. Ryan Kostreba, Justin Pagonis, one of the other drivers. We will see. Green flag is down. Well, Ryan, Mr. Pagonis, he just does not dilly-dally at all, putting the 01 out in front. Ryan Kostreba, the 17, the yeller-green 17 machine out of 4, past the flag stand in second place. And third place at the line, that was the number 21, and that is Jim Gullickson out of Zimmerman. So there's your top 3. Back in fourth place, it's the number 19, Evan Newman out of Cambridge. And in fifth place this time around, At the line, it will be the number 78 car, and that is Alex Gunderson, also out of Princeton. A few drivers from local town here. A lot of drivers, obviously the majority from other places. Mr. Riedemann looking him over, and right now, Mr. Pagonis, well, unless Mr. Kostreba can somehow throw some Spider-Man something out there and grab a hold of that car and pull him back. We're halfway through our second heat already for the straight stocks. Flagman looking him over. Again, we're winding our way down. We were at the halfway point a lap ago, and just like one more lap, we're going to be coming around with the green flag waving. Again, Justin Pagonis, the 01, he is sort of lengthening his lead on the number 17 car of Ryan Kostreba out of Elk River. So right now, unless something happens to the 01, it looks like Mr. Pagonis has got this one going his way. The white flag coming down this time, and at the line by, half a quarter of a lap, it is the 01 of Justin Pagonis. Now, the battle right now is for second place. I thought Ryan Kostreba had this one put away, but at this point, with half a lap to go, the real competition is right now in between 3 and 4. It is Pagonis with the win. Who's it going to be for second place? At the line, the 21.
The green is out. We turn them loose. The first out of 2 this evening for the Mod 4s. Mitchell Rebar, your pole sitter, going to try to make it out of turn number 4 is your race leader. They're 2 wide behind him. It's Keith Thel in the 00T car. He'll be second. AJ Luke Johnson, all the way from Glendon, Minnesota, sits in the 3rd spot. It's Jerry Usler in 11 and the 3 of Brandon Lindquist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here comes the 00T of Keith Thel. Half a car length behind at the stand. Thel with the fast time so far in this heat race. The 00T car is second right behind your pole sitter and race leader to this point, Mitchell Rebar in M16. It's Rebar chased by Thel and 00T, about 6 car lengths behind. 8J of Luke Johnson out of Glendon. 11, Jerry Usler from Motley. And Wade Parks, number 3, Brandon Lindquist, hard out of corner. Number 4, almost sideways, but not quite, as he is under control. Going down the back chute, Mitch Rebar, M16, your leader at the halfway point. Going to throw down lap number 5 with 3 to go. 00T, Keith Thel, dropping back just a little bit as we go by with the laps. AJ, Luke Johnson, been in the 3rd position pretty much all race long. M16 Mitchell Rebar well on his way to victory here tonight as he gets the flying green. 2 to go. 2 more times around a half a mile to be exact. 00T. Keith Thel tucks it in the 2 spot. Johnson 8J in a 3rd. But here comes the battle for the lead with 1 to go. On the final lap, now or never for Keith Thel as he pushed it hard to the base out of turn number 2. Rebar with a little bit better line in M16 on the final lap. Here they come in for the checkered flag. It's Mitchell Rebar. M16, your winner, 00T, Courtney Murray. She's in the Backwoods Sports, number 16, Murray from Princeton, starts at the tail. It's Meade in 9 and Bjorken in 6J. And the green's out. Bjorken gets a little hard out of turn 2. Cost him a spot or 2 as he had to hit the binders really quick. A battle for the lead. Ross Meade in car number 9. He'll see it to the stand at the end of 1. It's Meade, 32X Jeff Skeezy in a solid 2 spot. A good battle going on for 3 and 4. 00 of Kyle Thel and Bryce Bjorken in 6J. Bjorken wins that battle. He's in the 3rd spot. Kyle Thel is next, and Courtney Murray in 16. 8 laps is the distance. In this one, the final for the Mod 4. Super Stocks are coming up next. They're headed to staging as your leader continues to be the 9 car of Ross Meade. The local driver out of Princeton took it from the pole position so far to this point. Bjerken in 6J got sideways out of turn number 2 once again. Manages to hang on as Courtney Murray pulls the 16 to the infield. Courtney's night is over. She'll have a chance to make it back out for the main events as all of these cars will transfer on tonight. 6J, Bryce Bjerken now in a 2 spot pretty much by himself. 4 car lengths behind us, Jess Geezy in 32X and double O of Kyle Fell in that order with 4 to go and now make it 3. Kyle Fell working the low side of the track, gets by Jess Geezy in 32X, who now sits 4th. Your race leader from the beginning tonight in car 9 takes the white. Next time by, we got the green flag flying, 2 to go. It's Ross Mead in car 9, but here comes Bjerken in the 6J car, going to make a bid for the race lead in turn number 3. Here comes Bryce Bjerken all the way from Felton, Minnesota to take the white flag just behind Ross Mead in 9. It's Mead and Bjerken, and then Fell in double O. Jess Geezy, 32X in that 4th position. Final lap. Here come out of turn number 4, a battle for the race lead. Who's going to take the checkers? It's Ross Mead.
Caution lights are off. 5 cars, 8 laps. Brian Ritteman looking him over. Green flag. It's down. Well, right now the driver that was on the outside pole edges away from his counterpart that was on the inside. See what happens as we look through this leaderboard at the flag. All right, Dexton Cook, the 7K, a different look from the last time I saw that car. I do believe anyhow, but right now it is the number 2, Dave Moss out of East Bethel. Way out in front. Dexton Cook back in 2nd place. The 3rd place, the number 19, James Trantina the 3rd. And in 4th place, the number 1 car. And of course, that is Josh Anderson out of New Brighton. Bringing up the tail will be the number 27, Jared Simple out of Isle. Flagman looking him over. We are already halfway through this event. 2nd heat for the Super Stocks to the staging area. Of course, we've really not had a drop of water all week around here, so, we'll see what happens. They did a great job on the track just getting it this wet and yet not getting it too wet. So we'll see what happens as we go through our night's program. Again, we're over halfway. The green wiggly rag is going to be coming out here very shortly. Right now to be exact. So Dave Moss and the number 7 car of Dexton Cook. Top 2 cars, they've got 2 more laps to go. The white flag coming out. The top 2 leaders, they're separated by, 30 yards or 40 yards. And then there's about the same between the 2nd place driver and the number 19, James Trantina the 3rd. So the white flag comes down for our last car. That again, the number 27, Jared Simple. Here we go with the checkered. Dave Moss with the win. Out of Princeton, 2nd and final. Ray's Auto Body Super Stock Heat. At the line, green coming down. And our first 2 cars are pretty much side by side at the flag stand. Loomis on the high side. Of course, Matthew Dibb down on the inside. And Shane Sabraski in the middle saying, "Get out of my road, guys. I want to come through." But, of course, these guys not that willing. Almost 3 wide at the line. That makes it exciting. Now Shane shot her down to the inside, Dibb in the middle, and Mike Loomis still hanging to the outside on the number 17. So Mike Loomis currently at the line, at the flag stand. It's still Loomis in the lead in heat number 2 for the Wasota Super Stocks. Shane Sabraski, the 7A, he's down on the inside, coming up to the tail. And we have the number 1 doing not quite 180 degrees out of sync. Black starting to build in that area, and you can see a little extra dusting and smoke come off of those tires. We go back to green. Mike Loomis still leading this one. Shane Sabraski down on the inside, coming out of that 2nd corner. He's still in 2nd. And Matthew Dibb saying, "Well, I'm not going to just roll over here. I'm going to give it my very best." And Matthew Dibb still in 3rd place here at the flag stand. The 22S, Josh Schmidt out of Princeton. He is currently in 5th place, but not much ahead of Kyle Robidoux in the number 23. Well, Shane gets a little bit high up on the marbles, on top of the cushion, whatever you'd like to call it. and that gives Mike Loomis a little extra chance here to hold on to that lead. Still Loomis in the lead, Sabraski back in second, Matthew Dibb in third, and just about a tie for fourth as the cars come out of the fourth corner. Loomis still in the lead, Sabraski back in second, Dibb in third, in fourth place. Well, it depends upon when you look. It's either going to be Kyle Robidoux or Josh Schmidt. They've been racing each other around here pretty much side by side, lap after lap. That white flag is coming out this time around, folks. One more to go. And at the line, Shane Zabraski was able to get around Mike Loomis in the number 17. So one lap yet to go. It's Zabraski, Loomis, Dibb, and then the tie for fourth place. Here we go. Checkered is up. It's down. Shane Zabraski with the win.
Technical rules make the Outlaw Mini Mod a fast, fun, and affordable racing option. As we're set to go, Anthony Kramer 17, Jaden Larson 36N, and we are going green. Green flag out. This will be 8 laps in distance as they charge down the back chute. The 36 car of Jaden Larson going to be your early leader into turn 4. Here they come as they exit out of the final corner. Larson 36 will be your early leader. We'll try to bring you some times and speeds on these cars as it becomes available. 15 and 8, Kilwine from Ellendale sits in the 2 spot. 17, Anthony Kramer in third. It's Kramer with the 55R of Jim Rich out of Esco, Minnesota. In the top 4 spots, Chrome Schroeder car 9 is next. They're circling this track at laps of about 14.7 seconds, to be exact, 61.2 miles an hour. They are putting in a faster time than just about anybody was out on the racetrack so far tonight. A new leader, 15, of Nate Kilwine. Kilwine throwing the dirt off of turn number 2 out front of this one. Put the fastest time in the race book here tonight. 36 in the second spot. Your outside row number 1 car, Jaden Larson, 55R of Jim Rich in the top 3. It's Rich, followed by the 17 car of Anthony Kramer, next, and 9 of Chrome Schroeder as the laps go by. Sirksen car number 1 and the 5 car of Valenzuela giving the blue and yellow flag, letting them know the leaders are coming. In fact, they get the flying green. 2 more times to go. Kilwine out to slay the Dragons tonight at Princeton, works his way to the 1 to go. The white flag out, fans. They are throwing it hot and heavy, 61 miles an hour. They're breaking the speed limit tonight at Princeton in the mini mods. Checkered flag out. Your winner, Nate Kilwine in the liquid nitro number 15. 55. Jim will bring him to the green flag as they fire him out of turn 4. Chris Linden in 52, Buzz Poole in car number 6, and we're ready for green flag. These are 600cc motors, factory stock 599 to be exact, the tech sheet says. But we're set to go, and the green flag is out. We're racing the 6 car out of Owatonna. That's another liquid nitro number 6. Buzz Poole, your early leader. The green 29 of Scott Johnson sits second. 20, Nathan Sletto in that 3rd spot. The 5K of Tyler Cater is next. All right, these laps are going by really quick here tonight. The 6 car of Buzz Poole started outside row 1, wasted no time moving out to the front spot as he did so right off the get-go. We'll try to bring you some lap speeds on these cars. They're running just a shade under 14 miles an hour, 61 miles an hour, coming 62 even, as the cross flags yellow and green go out to Buzz Poole. These cars, some of the fastest on the racetrack here tonight at Princeton. It's hard to believe, but they are throwing it down. Factory stock 599cc motors in each one of these little rockets as they fly around Princeton tonight. Taking the flying green, 2 to go. It's Buzz Poole in car 6. Poole followed by Cater in car number 5. 20, Nathan Sletto is next. 29 going off for turn number 2. It's Scott Johnson from Owatonna. Heads to the backside of the racetrack and throws it back on. The white flag out. One final lap around this speedway this evening. A battle for the race lead as they head out of turn 2. The 5 car takes over the lead. We'll see if Cater can hang on and stick it to the checkered flag. And he'll do it in 5K. The Batwing of Tyler Cater in 5K out of St. Cloud.
I don't know if somebody went up to the nest before things started and banged it with a stick or what. But I'll tell you, the Hornets, they were exciting last Friday night, including a wreck, thankfully, where nobody got hurt. But it was a little tense there for a while. The green flag coming down. Again, Ariel Mueller. That's the pink, number 2 on the inside. Ariel Mueller, if you don't know her, is a very quiet, I don't know how tall she is. She's in the sandwich of the 13s right now. You got that right. But just a very quiet young lady driving the pink 02, Ariel Mueller, pardon me. Let's see, what do we got in the backstretch? Well, right now it is the number 13, and I believe that is Eric Funt, I believe, in that number 13. He is in the lead out of the 4th corner, heading toward the flag stand. In 2nd place, of course, the 25K, Lexi Kastner out of Zimmerman. In 3rd place, it's the other number 13. We'll call that the station wagon 13. And that is, of course, Jake Barrel, Bayerl, out of Princeton. And right now, back and forth, it is Ariel Mueller in the number 2. And after Ariel, it is the 06 of Jasmine Matthewman. Jasmine, you got to join forces with Ariel, and you guys got to do some drafting or something and catch up with the other 3 cars. I mean, come on, let's go, girls. Let's go. Right. Yeah, 2-car tandem. Push, help. Ariel, just get up behind Jasmine and help push. I mean, maybe together you could. You got to catch up with them. You just got to. All right, they're coming out of corner number 4. It's still the number 13 of Eric Funt out of Malacca. He's the lead car. And Lexi Kastner, the 25K, is in 2nd place. And in 3rd, the other number 13, the 13 station wagon, Jake Barrel out of Princeton, the top 3. Jasmine Matthewman back in 4th. And it is Ariel Mueller in 5th, driving the number 2. Green flag comes out, again telling our drivers they have 2 more laps to go, so any wild and exciting moves you want to do, like Mr. Barrel's doing right now, you've got to do it in the next lap and a quarter. It's still the number 13, Eric Funt, in the lead at the flag stand. The white flag coming down. Watch the number 13 wagon, Jake Barrel out of Princeton. He's up on the high side, packing the marbles for a little while there. That cost him a bit. Lexi Kastner, the 25, back in 3rd, and Jasmine Matthewman, the 06, in 4th. Checkered is up, folks. It's down. The 13F with the win. 3rd row's back on the inside. All righty, green flag has come down, as you can see, and right into the lead, the 46 SSG of Danny Burkholder out of Big Lake up into the lead. 2nd place car right now pretty much side by side. Drew Johnson on the inside and Eric Grolke on the outside. But at the line, Eric Grolke. Yeah, we need those kids off the front straight there, please. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your help. Our lead car still Danny Burkholder, 46 SSG. Eric Grolke, the 7, back in 2nd place. In 3rd place, the 35. That's Drew Johnson out of Isanti. In 4th place, it's the number 22. That's Matt Dibb Sr. out of Cambridge. And bringing up the back, that would be who? That would be the 23C, I do believe, of Leslie Crow out of Princeton. All right, our lead car. Pretty good sizable lead as we're halfway through this event. Should be 4 laps up and 4 laps down. Coming up right after this will be our first heat for the Wissota Modifieds. Mr. Riedemann looking our cars over. So far, everything, pretty well spread out and no big problems. Burkholder way out in the lead in the 46 SSG. Eric Rolke back in second. The number 35 car of Drew Johnson out of Isani in fourth place. Matt Dibbs Sr. out of Cambridge, the 22, is in fourth place. And in fifth place, as the green flag is coming out, meaning we have the 2 laps to go, will be Leslie Crow in the 23C. Leslie says, I'm just sort of working my way around here tonight. I don't want to go through the fence like I almost did last Friday night. So the white flag out for the field. Danny Burkholder with a pretty sizable lead at this point. Half a quarter. Now he's down to a quarter lap. Checkered is up and down right here for the 46 SSG.
Row 3, it's Gilliland Chevrolet sponsoring Eric Martini in 24. Out of Avon, it's Dustin Nelson from Ogilvie in the Nelson Auto Crushing 46. And the pride of Sartell, Tony Prell in a Bailey Rays number 27. And the green flag is out, the first out of 2 for the modifieds as they head down the back straightaway. Dustin Nelson having a little difficulties on lap number 1 in car 46, trying to find it as we bring down lap number 1. It's 2, Dave Moss out front. Dave Moss just a little bit slower than the mini mods as Nelson pulls the 46 car into the infield. Nelson's out. He'll have a chance to get back in racing for the main event. 2C, Dave Kane in the second spot. 22, JB. It's JB Stortz in third. 24, Eric Martini. 41, Larry Zeller. And Tony Prell in 47. And the 2 of Dave Moss goes by. Dave Moss a little bit quicker than the mini mods, but not by much at all. 64 miles an hour on that last trip for Moss in 2. 2C, Dave Kane in the 2 spot. 22, JB. That's JB Stortz in the top 3. 2 car lengths behind. 24, Eric Martini. Heat race number 2, the second and final for the modified, sits in staging. They'll be out on the racetrack next. That'll be the final heat race on tonight's program. A great night to be at Princeton Speedway as Dave Moss leads the charge to the 2 to go. 2 laps left, Dave Moss, your pole sitter, never looking back with the 2 to go signal. Eric Martini, 24, going to make it interesting for positions 3 and 4. JB Stortz, the white flag is out for 2, Dave Moss. It's Moss and Kane running 1, 2, and 2 and 2C. 22, JB Stortz in the top 3. The checkered flag out, up in the air. Who takes it? Dave Moss in 2. Moss chased to the line, 2C of Dave Kane in the 89 junior car. And let's go green flag. Green flag is out. The final heat race underway this evening at Princeton. 9E Don Eichens in the front row with Sean Fletcher. It's intact into turn 3, but we're going to sort that out at the stand. Who's it going to be? Wow, that's a close one. 26 of Sean Fletcher, your early leader. Jeremy Nelson next. No, he's not. The 9 car of Don Eichens in second. It's Fletcher in 26, Eichens in the 9 car, 06 Jeremy Nelson is next, but here comes Shane Sobraski in 7A. Eichens side by side, Fletcher with the advantage into turn 3, the 26 car out front as your leader as they head to the straight. Right now, flags crossed, yellow and green. We're halfway, race fans. At the halfway mark, it is a tough one to call, but 26 of Fletcher is your leader. Eichens with a little bit more on the lower side of the track, but the upper side is where it is right now for Fletcher. Fletcher a little bit quicker than Eichens, got the race lead. Past this halfway point we go to the flying green, 2 to go. Jeffrey Lean in the 89 junior car off the back of the track. Gonna pull it back onto the racetrack. No, P-dubs down to the backside as we go. We're ready to set sail. The 26 car, Sean Fletcher takes the green. With 2 to go, Fletcher tries to take over where he left off, but Eichen's going to have something to say about that in car 9E. They're side by side out of that 4th corner, white flag up. It's Fletcher in 26. Fletcher, then Eichen, Nelson in 06 and 7A. Sabraski on the final lap. We'll sort it out. Checkered flag out. We've got a winner. We don't know who it is yet, but here comes the checkered flag. It's Fletcher in 26.